How's it going, everyone? You got Sniper here, Coach Your Social Shadows for the PWC Season 4. And in this video, I'm just going to be showing Week 2 and 3 off because I'm really behind. So yeah, Week 2, we're up against Team E or Team I, or Justin, coach of the Chimchars. So I've got my team here. Slowbro, Skarmory, Quagsire, Drodigan, Blaziken, and Helios. We've got 3 mons making their debut in this one. He's got his team there, and basically I predict his Lopunny lead, so I decided to just lead Skarm, because it's built to take it on, unless it packs Thunder Punch, which I thought would be pretty useless. And here he goes into his Raikou, and I just set up my rocks here, and I swap into Quagsire, and basically Quagsire and Drodigan are kind of doing they're kind of like a partnership to take this thing on, because I have Rindo Berry here, so I won't die from a HP Grass, and Drodigan won't die from HP Ice unless it's like Specs, which he reveals not to be. I don't even think that'll kill me, to be honest. But if he's in Power Grass, then Drodigan just takes it on really well. If he's hidden Power Ice, then Quagsire just takes him on really well. And he doesn't have a grass type, so I can freely run Rindo Berry. Here goes for the Magnet Rise, as I go for an Earthquake, which means I can't take it on as well. And here he goes for the hidden power Grass. So now I know Drodigan takes this thing on really well. I go for a Waterfall. And here I go into Drodigan, who is an offensive variant. He's like sub leftovers. And then Outrage, Earthquake, Fire Punch. Goes into the Donphan. I go into Skarm, predicting an Earthquake. He goes for the Play Rough. I go for a Taunt here, as he just set up rocks. I didn't know what he wanted to do. I'm just going to go for a Brave Bird, kind of predicting some sort of a switch. He just Rapid Spins. I know this thing can't do anything to me because his last move is going to be Earthquake. So I just go into Saturday. As he goes into the Raikou. Probably could have gone into Drodigan there, got a free switch in, just clicked Outrage. But I know I can take one Thunderbolt, and I'm thinking he might be, well, it's a bit stupid because I knew his leftovers, so I could just fight off a Scald. But I go for the Psyshock. He goes for a Volt Switch onto Drodigan coming in. He goes into the Weavile. Again, I can kind of just switch into Skarmory here, because Skarmory takes this thing on really well. As long as we don't get flinched to death. He just switches out here. I think I might send my rocks back. No, I just go for a Brave Bird. And the Raikou's getting really low here. The more it switches in, because I can just get a free move off. He's going to Drodigan. I really want to just take Thunderbolt, but he doesn't seem to be doing that. He goes into the Donphan. Joe just switch out into Skarm because he's going to go for the Play Rough. Because I'm not confident I can kill, depending on his spread. He switches out, goes into the Arcanine. I go for a Taunt, which, shuts down any Toxic, Morning Sun, Will-O-Wisp, etc. Go into Buford, full times resist things. And here I just decide to sack it off. He is Life Orb. Oh no, he's not. That was Recall, sorry, he's not Life Orb. I do decide just to sack it off because it's pretty useless at this point. So I come in with my Hack in my hand, go for a Sunny Day. And here I make a dumb move and forget he has Sturdy. I decided to switch up Life Orb over Focus Sash last minute. So if I was Focus Sash, that would have been really good, but I wasn't, and I forgot about Sturdy. So we did get low, but it was an accidental sack. But I'm just coming with Helios Revenge Kill with a Hyper Voice. And I switch here into Skarmory, because I need to try and come in and get a Slack off Slowbro. So because with Regenerator it is healing up, but I want to get it up to max. So he doubles out with the Espeon back into the Arcanine. So I just go for a Brave Bird. I just want to get the Intimidate off. I go into Slowbro, and I can eat that up. And here I think I go for a Slack off. He goes for a Crunch, and I'm like, oh okay. So I just slack off, get my HP up. He switches out, and I think I go for another one. Yeah, I do go for another one. He goes for the Toxic, and I'm going to go for the Scald. We're going to get a burn, He is magic bound, so it's not like I can toxic him or anything. He's going to go for the heal bell, and I'm going to another scold, and I'm going to get another burn, which is unfortunate. But the Espeon is going to go down. And I don't know if it packed Shadow Ball, but it wouldn't have killed anyway. So he comes in Raikou, I go into Lego Dragon. He actually does go for the Thunderbolt because he did it last time. And I'm like, okay, brilliant. I can now go for an Outrage. As he comes in with the Arcanine, I go for the Outrage. He lives on 8 because of the Intimidate drop. He goes for the Morning Sun. So I'm just going to keep clicking Outrage because I have to. And because I'm at -1 attack, I decide I can stay in. And I go for an Earthquake, which is going to do more than the Outrage did because of the super effective. He goes for a Crunch, and I snap out a Confusion. He gets a Defense drop, which pretty much forces me to switch out because he's going to the Weavile. So I'm pretty sure I'm switching to Scam here. I do. And I can beat this thing one-on-one as long as I don't get flinched to death, because 2 Brave Birds should take this thing out. And he misses the first one. I think I set up Rocks. You know, just because then Raikou can't just keep switching in. Goes for the first one, lands it, I get the flinch, or he gets the flinch. Goes for another one. I think I roost here. I do roost here because I don't want my Scrammy going too low because he still has a Lopunny. He goes for a knockoff, gets the crit, knocks off my leftovers. I'm going to go for a Brave Bird. And I have to roost this turn, and I'm just praying that he doesn't flinch me. He doesn't, so I can roost back up. And he goes for a Taunt, and I think I may roost again. I do roost again. And he goes for the Icicle Crush, gets the crit, and gets the flinch. So I'm forced to switch. I think, yeah, I do sack off Heliolisk here, because he's the most useless thing. He just kills me with an Ice Shard. I come in with Saturday. I can take a knockoff, and then go for a Scald. And I get a burn hit, and he's just going to go down. Here he comes in with Lopunny, and I want to, because Slowbro can take it on, I want to switch it out, get Regenerator back up. He's just going to go fake out High Jump Kick, take out Skarn. I'm going to come in with Saturday. He's going to go for a High Jump Kick, which isn't going to do anything. I can go for a Side Shock here. And he goes for another High Jump Kick. I guess he doesn't have, like, Return, or he didn't go for it anyway. So I can just go for another Side Shock, take it out. Here he comes in with the Raikou, who's just really low. He can't do anything to my Druddigon, so I know I can just sack it off so Druddigon doesn't get low or paralysed or anything stupid. So I just come in with him here, and I think I just go for the Earthquake. No, I go for the Outrage to finish the stab. So yeah, we get the 1-0 win. We go 2-0, which is really cool. So now we're going to go on to the Week 3 match, and I do just have to turn it around, and I'll just talk through the team in a second. Okay. So here we have Shanique with the Azumarill making its debut, and then Amoonguss, Sableye, and Dugtrio coming back after Week 1, and then Skarmory coming back after an impressive performance, and Heliolisk just keeps sneaking onto the team, so it's like, I need some speed, so I just slap Heliolisk on. So yeah, we're going up against Dustin, whatever, or Your Trash Waifu as it says up here. And yeah, he has a pretty interesting team. He has the Hippopotas as well as the Sunset for Excadrill. And I'm thinking he's probably just going to lead with the Galvantula. Or like something else predicting my Sableye, and it's like the Galvantula is like pretty obvious. Like if he didn't expect my Sableye to lead, which was probably a good play, but I was thinking maybe, just maybe, he's Mold Breaker toxic. So I decide to lead with Musketeers. He has a pretty good matchup. If he leads Keldeo, I can just swap into Amoonguss. Or Skarn, probably just Amoonguss. So yeah, we're just going to play the match. And he does lead with this Excadrill. He's not Air Balloon or anything, so I can go for an Earthquake. He does just go into his Salamence. And this is scary because I am Scarf. So I have to switch out into Skarn. And here, what I'm thinking is he's probably going to go for the Fire Burst. but I don't want to stay in and let this thing die. And I have to switch. Skarmory is the only thing I can switch into. And he does go for a Fire Blast. I know I can live one, especially even with Sturdy as well. But he gets a burn, which means Skarmory's going to die here, which sucks because it walled a lot of his team. So, yeah, I go into Shaniqua, predict a switch, thinking he might just save this thing, which I would have thought. And he goes for, I think, HP Grass, might be HP Electric, I'm not really sure. Probably HP Grass because I have Quagsire. So yeah, I just go for 2 to take it out. So I switch into Musketeers. Again, I kind of predict a switch, go for an Earthquake, he stays and goes for the Energy Ball. And I'm playing like shit, and I'm like, oh god, 2 things down, 6 turns. So I come in with Heliolisk, I can just Revenge Kill, go for a Hyper Voice. And here he comes in with the Volcarona. And I go for a Hyper Voice, and he starts setting up the Quiver Dances. And he goes for a Roost here. So I go for another Hyper Voice. And I'm like, okay, I need to, because now he outspeeds me, he goes for another one, I can just Volt Switch out and come in with Shaniqua, because I can kill with an Aqua Jet, because I'm banned. He reveals a water reducing berry, but it doesn't matter. But he gets the burn, which is most unfortunate. So I decide just to sack him off, or sack her off, go for an Aqua Jet. So it's 3-3 at this point, so I can definitely still win. He comes in on the extra drill onto my Helios Volt Switch, which is, pretty obvious. So I want to try and get a free switch in with Sableye because I can't mind Sableye. And he goes for the Earthquake, and I go for the Sport onto his Stealth Rocks. And I go for the Giga Drain. He's going to heal himself back up. Sorry, I'm going to heal myself back up with Giga Drain. He's going to wake up, go for the Earthquake. I'm just going to go for another Giga Drain. And here, I think he predicts a switch into my Sableye. So he goes into the Keldeo, but I stay and I get the crit with the Giga Drain. I could have just killed with 2 anyway. And he can't really do anything to me, even Icy Wind wouldn't kill me. So I just go for a Giga Drain, take out the Keldeo. And he's going to come in with the Delphox. I'm going to switch out, going to Pajamas, a Heliolisk, because it's the most useless thing at this point. I can just sack him off. He doesn't do anything. And I can come in with Mega Sableye. He does have Dazzling Gleam, but now I've got a Calm Mind up, I can take 1 more. So I go for the Recover, and what I really wanted to do at this point was try and get up that second one. And he switches into his Excadrill. I could have got up a second one, which would have won the game guaranteed. But I said to heal up. He is Mold Breaker Toxic. And I go for the Shadow Ball, which doesn't kill, which is really unfortunate, because now we can get some damage with that Earthquake. And I think it was a roll, I'm not really sure. There I get the unnecessary crit of Bloody Course. He comes in with the Delphox, goes for a Dazzling Gleam. I heal myself up, recover. And I just hope and pray that Shadow Ball will take it out. And I go for the Shadow Ball, and he lives on 13. Toxic's going to take me out, and then I just pray he misses a Fire Blast so I can kill him with a Sludge Bomb or whatever. But no, he lands it, and we are going to lose that game 1-0. So not a devastating loss, so we're 2-1 at this point. But week 4 has happened, and my opponent was a dick and didn't decide to turn up, because it was like me and this guy called Colton, a good guy in the league. We were trying to organise the game, like I was like, yeah, is he there? Can you bet? He's like, no, he's not online. Oh, we can't battle. And it's like, oh come on, I just want to battle. And it's like the second time he hasn't turned up, and he was a bit crap anyway. So he did get kicked from the league, and I got the 3-0 forfeit win. Not how I wanted to win, but we are now 3-1 plus 6. We are at the top of our division, but we are in competition at the moment with Dave, the Minnesota Victinis. We beat him week 1, I believe 3-0, 2-0, something like that. But yeah, he's also 3-1. He is like he's playing like a monster at the moment. Like Mega Venusaur 8 kills or something ridiculous. So yeah, that's going to be it for this video then, guys. So thank you so much for watching. Uploads will be back on schedule, and I will see you in the next video. See you later.